I'm really excited today. Welcome to Tech Talk, Tony. This is a really great day where we're going to share about a friend of mine, Ivan, but also about Human and their product that really is hitting the market hard for HR. And so we're really excited about human capital and we want to learn more about how we can make our lives easier. So Ivan, if it's okay, I'll help have you introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure, Tony. Well, first of all, Tony, I want to thank you for having me in this podcast. I really appreciate it. I just entered to Human in March 2022. We were like 20 people or less in those days. And nowadays, we're more than 200 people working at Human. And we are improving a lot our product. We are improving a lot our processes and we are working really really hard to be the greatest HR platform of all the world, so thank you very much for this podcast because I think that it will be helpful for us to
Excellent.
inform, you know
That's great. Well, one of the topics that I'm really excited to talk about is that your group, Human, really focused on being able to provide a solution from the workplace, the Meta product, right? Workplace. And so, if it's okay, I figure we could just start talking about that. And I may grill you on a few questions here, but I think you sound like you're up for the task to answer them. And so if it's okay, we'll just start there.
sure.
Okay, excellent. All right, so let's just talk about some of the safeguards that may be in place that you have to ensure data integrity when migrating from workplace to human.
Yeah, sure. Well, Tony, that as a market leader with hundreds of customers in more than 20 countries using our product, security and compliance had been non-negotiable from day one. So that's why Human is certified for SOC 2 compliance. And I don't know if you, Tony, do you know what is the SOC 2 compliance?
Yep,
Yes. Well,
absolutely.
I just talked a little bit about this, but basically, SOC 2 is a voluntary compliance standard, okay, designed for tech companies such as Human
Okay.
offering cloud-based product, okay.
Okay.
So the compliance guidelines are set by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, and they're ensuring all relevant services, okay, are secure, available, confidential, and that information security best practices are in place, okay.
Okay.
So all of our data is hosted in Amazon Web Services. uh, Amazon is the most trusted cloud of
That's right. That's
all
right.
around the world. Companies such as Netflix, ESPN, Airbnb, Spotify, they store the data in Amazon too. So, that is something really, really important for us. Yeah,
Right.
to keep that information secure. And of course, we sign an NDA with every customer that comes to Human because we strongly believe that this information is crucial for our clients. So
Right.
uh, we really need to secure that. And well, we know that we are working with that important information. So that's why we have a backup,
Right.
for all the data. And this is to ensure that nothing is lost. And as I said before, security and compliance have been non-negotiable from day one. So that's why we store everything in this Amazon Web Services cloud.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I think this is a way to ensure our operation. And so that's a great answer, making sure that the integrity is really up to standard. And so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Um, another question that came to mind was how did you actually develop the process for being able to migrate to workplace to human in the first place? How did that just come up?
Yeah, yeah, was a great work.
It's a,
uh,
it's a,
well, if I had to be honest with you, Tony, the simpler answer will be just having a great team, but just to be serious, it was incredible how quickly we developed that process.
right.
Um, we heard in the news. I remember that we heard in the news that workplace was shutting down, and we knew at that precise moment that we had to move fast. You know, uh, we also knew that our competitors were going to move fast
Mm,
uh,
okay.
because, well, workplace was shutting down, and everyone wants to migrate from workplace to other platforms. So um, we had to ensure that we were able to have the best migration process possible. And at that time, we strongly believed that we our talented team we were able to do that. So
Mhm.
besides that, we hired 13 people from workplace, to understand more things about the process. Okay.
Okay.
And nowadays we are using the official workplace tools to do every migration process. So I would say, Tony, that it was a combination of the two things: having a great team, as I said at the beginning of the answer, and having available information about the process from inside. So
Mm,
these are the key points for the success. And one of our core values in Human is iteration.
okay.
And we iterate every process in Human uh, as much times as we can, because we believe that by doing this, we can achieve significant improvement in a
Mm,
short period of time.
right.
And you know that in Human, our slogan is make things happen.
I
And
like that. I like that.
yeah, and we did it here, because we had a process to be done. And today you can migrate all data from workplace to Human in a really easy way. So we had a problem at that time. We made things happen. We made it.
Excellent.
And
Excellent.
nowadays, I think we had a great process.
That's great. I like that. So a
Yeah.
quick question. How long does migration of data take coming from workplace?
Okay. Okay. Well, the migration of the data from workplace, sorry, to Human takes literally a couple of hours. I can assure you that 100%. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
Yes. We divided the process into two main phases. Phase one is the downloading part. Okay, so we download all the information from workplace, and phase two is uploading part. Okay, where of course we upload all the information to Human.
Right.
Nowadays we are able to migrate every single post every workplace community has, and also every knowledge libraries. Okay, that every community at workplace has too. So talking about the downloading phase, okay, or the downloading part of the process,
Right.
we just need an admin user of the client's workplace community in order to download all the information, okay. And talking about the second phase of the process, the uploading part, of course, you know that our dev team has coded this script that connects the official workplace tools with our app, okay, with Human app.
Nice.
So we can assure that anyone is going to lose information during the migration process, because both apps are connected.
Okay.
So we can use these official tools, download all the information, then upload it, and we can connect both platforms. Okay.
That's great.
And because that every piece of information uh, that is already stored in workplace, you can
Right.
upload it to Human. And yes, Tony, I can assure you that, well, we can do this process within a couple of hours, and it's incredible how can we use technology as a friend in this case to do this process.
Yeah.
It's
That's a win-win. using
Yeah,
the technology and making customers happy. But listen, having it be a short period of time, I think that's one thing that, customers, consumers, and people are looking for is don't take a lot of time out of my day. Migrations back in the day used to be a week, a couple of days, an 8-hour period of time where you have to put in a backup plan in place. And so that makes it that makes it easier. So
yeah.
who all would help me? Let's say that I'm doing this. Who all would help me if I decided to migrate my data from Workplace? Is there a team who would help me with that?
Okay, yeah, yeah, of course. When you choose to migrate from Workplace to Human, you will be fully supported by a dedicated team that is here to make your transition as smooth and stress-free as possible. So
Okay.
you won't have to worry about that. So we have a process, of course, for the implementation, and the implementation process is divided in three main phases.
Okay.
So first phase is planning, then setup, and then launch.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So first you will be assigned an implementation leader or an onboarding leader who will be personally guide you through every step of the process. They'll make sure everything is set up just right and will be there to answer any questions you have along the way. Okay.
Okay.
And on the top of that, you'll have a support team that help with any technical issues or concerns. So you will never be like left in the dark.
Great. Great.
You'll always be with someone. And of course, once you have set up the community and you have launched Human, you are going to move forward and start working with the customer success team to ensure that you are maximizing your experience on Human.
Okay.
So during this final part of the process, you will have the customer success manager who will be working with you and to make sure you're getting the most value from our platform. Okay,
Okay.
whether it's, I don't know, optimizing workflows or exploring new features, and you'll be ensuring a great engagement with final users.
Okay.
uh,
Like,
and just one more thing, Tony.
yeah.
uh, in Human, that we are convinced that a client will be going to be or will going to love Human if they have two things, a good product, we do have that,
Right.
and a good experience implementing and using Human. And that's why the customer experience team gets up every day enthusiastic about providing the best experience and the best service to all our clients.
Okay.
And we know this if what distinguishes us from other platforms. So we really like to do that with our clients. You
That's
know,
great. I love that.
yeah.
I love that.